Are we all lapelled up? We are all lapelled up, which is splendid. Right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Antony Carpen here at Hinton Rec for the Hinton Festival, and I'm here with the Museum of Cambridge. And I'm going to switch the camera angle round now to... Go for it. Yay! There's Shelley, and there's Hilary. So, ladies, what have we got going on here with Capturing Cambridge? First of all, Shelley, what's it all about?
We're going to talk to him. So, Capturing Cambridge is a project at the Museum of Cambridge, and it's an interactive website, a social history map of the city, and we're busy gathering stories from all over Cambridge to post on the map on the website. So please do go and have a look, www.capturingcambridge.org. And we're here at the Hinton Festival talking to people and gathering their memories of this area.
Looking at a lot of old photographs that we've got of the festival from years gone by, and we have a good selection of old books and photos at Hinton as well. So we're asking people, what do they remember? What are their stories? Stimulating a few memories.
I've got
together.
a few stories to tell as well.
You've got stories to tell.
Good ones, unfortunately.
We like the bad stories.
They're all good as far as we're concerned.
Exactly.
No such thing as a bad story. But it's really good, and we use the books to prompt memories, and it's surprising when people see a photograph of an old street corner, the memories it evokes. We've had someone here talking about when her father used to work in the chalk pits during the war, someone else remembering their first job at one of the shops on Hinton High Street. They hadn't thought about it for years, and seeing the photo brings it back. So it's just really nice to encourage people to reminisce and think about community as well.
We're here today, but at the Museum of Cambridge, in the inner porter room every Friday between 2 and 4, we have a community drop-in. So if anybody wants to come along and talk to myself and Shelley, share some memories, or look through our archives, or talk about setting up a local history project, or being one of our community editors on our website, we would love to see them.
Yes, please, because we can't do it all ourselves.
So as you can see, what we've got behind me is really the big project trying to encourage everyone, certainly here in Hinton, but also across the city, to basically share what their memories are of Cambridge. And some of you may have seen the video that I did earlier, where we had a number of people coming into the museum, again just writing down and documenting their memories of the past, and actually using several of the books that they've got down here to jog people's memories. And it's interesting that both Shelley and Hilary said, memories both good and bad, because I think one of the most important things for me, as someone who's passionate about history, is not to gloss over the bad stuff and pretend that somehow everything was better in the good old days. So, for example, for me, as I may have mentioned earlier, growing up here, certainly in this part of South Cambridge, Hinton during the early to mid 1990s for me was basically a no-go area, because for the likes of myself and some of my friends, a lot of the people who used to give us such a hard time at school grew up in this part of town. So why would we want to come to this part of town? So it's interesting to see how that's changed over the years, in the quarter of a century now that has passed since those days. And in particular, when because in those days I also kept a diary, a written one, as in proper old school one, not a blogs, not the blogs that I have now, where it was just like, and to solve all the problems at school, I would turn this area into a militarized zone and have troublemakers shot on sight, that sort of thing. And so one of the contemporary research projects I'll be very interested to see being done is, in particular for the young people today, is to find out through a survey through the schools, which are the parts of town do they feel that they're safe in, and which are the parts which they feel unsafe in or are no-go zones, for the purposes of the public authorities, whether it's the police, the local council and so on, to actually do something about it. Because one of the things that strikes me from 20, 25 years ago is just how powerless we all felt in terms of not being able to do anything about things that were affecting our day-to-day lives. And I'd like to think that the city and humanity generally has progressed on since then to be able to do something about it and actually make our city much more inclusive. But anyway, if you are interested in all things Museum of Cambridge, and you can see they're producing a whole host of publicity for this. They've even got their own new YouTube channel now, so do have a look at the videos on the link below. Capturing Cambridge. I'll see you soon.